Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. This doesn't look like a sawmill to me, does it you? Actually guys, what I'm doing is we get an overabundance of wild apples off of our apple trees. So what I'm doing is I'm utilizing these apples to make apple brandy. First time making it, we're going to see how it comes out. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm cutting up apples, filling up the jar. Made this little tool out of a piece of hardwood maple. And what I'm doing is I'm packing the apples down as tight as I can get them. Kind of mashing them up here. From what I understand, the more you get packed in here, the more brandy you get. Like I said, my first time making them. Put in a little sugar each time I do this, and some raisins. I like raisins, so I'll take them too. Alright, we can keep backing it down. Alright, got some more room. Put some more in. Like I said, crap. Oh well, I got plenty more. Oh boy. Let the rabbits have that one. Like I said, we get all these wild apples. I was going to buy a cider press. They're not too awful expensive. And I was going to buy apple muncher, I guess you call it. Mulcher. It's for mulching the apples up before you put them in the cider press. Well, once you added everything up, you needed to make cider. Totaled about $400. And my accountant, which is my wife, went to our favorite website, Walmart.com, looked up apple cider, and it turns out we can buy about 42 gallons of cider for what it costs to buy the stuff to make it. So we're kind of money conscious. She didn't think it would be a good idea, and after we run the numbers, I didn't think it was a good idea either. Alright, go back over here and mash it up some more. I don't know how much this jar will make. I see people doing it on the YouTube channels, and they're doing big gallon jars. I don't have big gallon jars, so I'm going to do a bunch of these and see what happens. Okay, so I keep mashing them. It's made like, you can see it here, made like an applesauce in there. I'm going to keep going until I fill it up. Got the jar completely full. Okay, this jar is absolutely full. Apples, raisins, some sugar. Now we're going to put a piece of saran wrap, double it, over the top, rubber band around it. I guess what that does is as this sits in a cool, dark corner, as it ferments, it lets the gases go out as it needs to. All right, so we're going to cut up some more, fill these other jars up. Now the video I watched, they just cut cores up and everything else, put everything right in here. Apple seeds. I know apple seeds contain a little bit of strychnine, I think it is. Arsenic maybe, I don't know. One of those poisons. Not enough to hurt you, but I'm not taking any chances. They also say if you have bad spots in the apples, go ahead and cut it right up in there too. The bacteria will help with the fermentation process, but yeah, I'm not going to do that either. Cut the bad stuff out. Cut the cores out. Maybe mice will eat the seeds I'm throwing out there. Maybe it's poisonous to them. I don't know. Mice seem to survive everything. You don't always worry about bad spots because of worms too. When you're eating an apple, what's worse than finding a worm in an apple? Finding a half a worm in an apple. All right. They're wondering why I'm throwing the stuff out there. We got lots of rabbits, lots of deer. These apple chunks out there will be gone by the end of the night. Well, we're down to the last final bit here. I don't know how much this is going to make. Hope it makes it worth my while. Alright guys, we're almost done here. This is the final jar. Almost full. One more packing, maybe one more cutting. Got a few raisins left. I had one that didn't want to come out. Alright guys, here comes the fun part for me because me and saran wrap don't get along. I've wiped the edge of the jars off, and now what I'm going to do is I took the saran wrap and doubled it over and put it on the jar. Put a rubber band around it. Yeah, my fingers aren't as nimble as they used to be. Alright, this was done. Gotta get another rubber band around it. But we'll get some more saran wrap. I guess the saran wrap with rubber band around it allows this to burp as it's bubbling, as it's fermenting. Not me. Just follow the instructions. Alright, there you go. I don't know how much it'll make. We'll take these 3 jars and put them in a cool, dark spot, which I'm going to put them down in the basement, over in the corner. I guess it'll start bubbling, and however long it sits, how strong it gets. If it sits for like 3 months bubbling, you get like a sparkly cider that has a little kick to it. I'm going to let them sit about 5 months, maybe 6 months. I want actual brandy. Alright, so we'll put them away. 5 months from now, we'll be back. See how it turns out. Oh, and one other thing. I'm going to understand there's going to be like a layer of mold on top. They say just scrape that off. Won't hurt anything. So if you make this and you end up with a layer of mold, that's why. It's to be expected. Alright guys, thanks for coming along with us. And until the next one, we'll catch you later.